Okay, so welcome back. Today I've got quite a few purchases, quite a few different things. I picked up two Shadowless decks, one Overgrowth deck and one two-player starter deck. They were in really good condition and I paid a really good price for them, so I'm very happy with this. Unfortunately, the hollows, as you can see, this happens quite often. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up. Like, they're warped or at least a little bit bent because I think the hollow isn't like in a different satchel in like the box. So unfortunately the hollow, Machamp and the Gyarados are both bent a little bit. But yeah, all of the other cards are just completely back fresh. Like, they were already open, so I knew that the cards were shadowless because I saw that on the pictures. And they look very clean, so the boxes are a bit damaged, but the cards inside were really clean, so very happy with this little pickup of the shadowless cards. And I made another little purchase of... Okay, I'm gonna put those to the front first. Like, I think for like 40 bucks or something, I picked up a bunch more shadowless cards. These are all, like, if you look at the back, they're kind of played. Not super good condition, but for like 30 or something, that was pretty fine. So happy with that one, and I'll probably list those as singles online. I'll probably grade some of the other shadowless cards from the decks. Another purchase, more shadowless, but this time first edition shadowless. Somebody had these online, and I just looked at the condition. They looked pretty clean, and they are actually pretty clean from what I can see. I haven't like looked at the surface yet because they're still in the original sleeves that I got them. But yeah, very happy with this. I think I paid like 110 for all of these. So I don't really know what the price of like first edition cards are, but I feel like that's a pretty good price. Here we have a Dratini as well, which, like, compared to the other ones, it looks like it's a bit like gray stampy, but I'm not really sure. Like, the other ones are quite clearly a lot more black, especially also on the seal here. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but in person this first edition stamp looks a lot more gray. And yeah, like, looking at the back of the cards, there's a little bit of like whitening and edge wear, but generally they seem to be very clean, so fairly happy to pick those up. So some more here we have 2 or 4 more of the basic art cards, but these are from the Squirtle deck. And yeah, I just picked these up. This from the Bulbasaur deck, and here we have Bulbasaur from Mitsuya Arita. I think this is a unique artwork for that is only like released in this Bulbasaur half deck, so that's pretty cool. I think this one is, I'm not sure, but I think this one is also a one of the vending cards. Yeah, I think Vending Series also has one of those, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, I picked these up. These were like, I think I paid like 20 bucks or something for everything, and they look to be in decent condition. So I wasn't really planning on grading them, but I think I don't have many of the Bulbasaur and Squirtle decks, so I figured I'd just pick them up. And another small purchase, this was like 20 bucks in total. These are all just gym cards, like promos from Sword and Shield and the new Scarlet and Violet. Like, they're not super popular cards, but they seem to be selling like slowly, and this was just a whole bunch of them for like 20 bucks. So I might list these for like €1 a piece or something. And like, I think this one is called like Anemoros or something. Not really sure, but I think I sold a few of these for like $3.50 or something, and it's a very slow seller. But for the price I paid, I was like, well, I might as well. And like, I started sleeving some of these. I bought a pretty big lot of the Gardas cards, so I really like these. I sold a few recently, and I figured, well, let's have a look. And then this lot came up, and it is so many of them. There's so many cards, and I started sleeving most of them. I don't think I had like all of the Gardas cards yet, at least from this series. So I'll have to look at what my personal collection is missing and like probably stick those in. I did start sleeving everything, but when you put it in the binder, these sleeves are not really great because the cards are kind of small. So I'm not sure what I'll do about that. And like the cards are all on like between played and like near mint. I don't think there's any like super clean copies. There's a whole bunch more. Like it was a pretty big lot. I think I paid like 350 for all of these. Really cool artworks. I'll go over all of them because maybe you have not seen all of them. I think this might be getting my video demonetized, but yeah, pretty cool artworks. I really like these, and they're just weird. There's a lot of stuff going on, like exploding Pokemon. You have that one, the weird Victory Bell. I don't know what's happening here, and yeah, I think these are really cool. I don't really have a good place to sell any of these, so maybe it wasn't a smart purchase for resale. Like I don't think Garp Market lists them, and I'm not really gonna bother listing them like one by one on my other website where I sell. Really weird Duck Trio. It looks kind of out of focus, but it's because it's like probably doing an earthquake or something. Pretty cool. This Metapod doesn't seem to be having a great time. Magnets, of course, because you need magnets. Snorlax. There's a lot of Pokemon getting really bullied. We have Jinx, Sandshrew. There we go. So many more really... These are his feet, which are kind of weird. This also just probably gonna get the video demonetized, I'm not sure. And yeah, just a whole bunch of cards. We have the Gengar eating the Snorlax streams. Really nice card, I really like that. Also, yeah, there's just a lot of Pokemon being eaten and smashed and like exploding, like coughing over here. It's kind of weird. It's a weird set, and like, yeah. This is also the set where I think people are always like, the original like Charmander had like a little spike on his back, and I think that's also still in this one. And you could see, I think the Nidoqueen had like little spikes on his armor plates and stuff. So this is predating like the standard, like the completely standard look of the Pokemon, but I really like these, and it was just a huge lot of them for like a price where I was comfortable buying them. And this one came with it as well. I think this is a pretty expensive card. I'm gonna try to open this thing, but I'm not sure how it works. Okay, there we go. I think this is a pretty expensive card, but as you can probably tell, it's like creased in half. I'll get it out of the sleeve, but I think there's a massive crease in it, so I'm not sure if it's really worth. It's probably gonna be a PSA 1, but I don't think I'm gonna grade these. I might keep this one and might put it up for sale. I'm not sure, but yeah, I figured I'd pick these up because they were pretty cool, and I just sold a few of the Cardas cards, so I figured I'd restock a little bit. Bought a whole bunch of like art rares. I think these are the ARs. I just bought a whole bunch of like, I think I bought a few like specific lots with, as you can see, just there, the Mew and the Magikarp, and then I bought a very big lot with just a lot of random ARs. So there's just a lot of them in there. I really like these. They're really cool. Some of them are maybe not the best purchases. Like the Magmortar and the Electivire are kind of lame. Voltorb, I don't think anybody cares about Voltorb, especially with that artwork. But yeah, I think some of them are really nice. I'm Oliva? I'm not sure what the new names are. I'm not like completely up to date with the new names, but really like this in the olive field. And of course we have like Solrock and Illumise and Volbeat. We have the new like Bramblegast or something. A little like tumbleweed. I think that's the first deck. I'll grab the second. So yeah, there was just a whole bunch of them, and I'll try to see if there's any new ones that I haven't shown yet. But I think in other videos I've already shown most of them as well. This is like a little dung beetle trying to whatever is happening there with like a black hole or something. Yeah, kind of weird. Rookidee, I really like this card. Also really like the Starly from the one of the other sets. We have Fletchender, really cool. Such a weird Pokemon. And yeah, like there's a lot of cards. And I think we've seen most of them. Sorry if the sleeves are a bit squeaky. Like these are not my sleeves. I haven't like taken them out yet, so they might sound a bit squeaky. And last stack of the ARs, and then there's just one stack left of cards. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of like doubles, but I think these are great. And I don't know, I might do like small listings of where you can buy random ones, but I'm not sure. I don't really like doing that kind of stuff. Here we have the Heracross, pretty cool. And like Sandygast, I think it's called. Pretty, like I think the evolved form also has like a hole. It's a like sandcastle. Like the backstory of like the Pokedex is if you put your hand in there, it will take your soul and take it to the afterlife or something. So Pokemon always being just very special with their Pokedex entries. Really like this Marill, so much going on, a lot of left disc, and like Pincurchin, Braixen? No, that's not Braixen, that is... I shouldn't be. I'm really like blanking on a lot of the names. Bruxish, that's it, not Braixen, Bruxish. Just a whole bunch more. I think I've shown most of these already. Really, the Ditto card, really nice. Such a derpy, derpy mon to copy as well. Really cool. And like I don't remember the name of this. I really should like try and learn the Scarlet and Violet names a bit better. I'm very bad at that. So like all of the other generations, I'm kind of like up to date, but yeah, Scarlet and Violet is still I haven't played it enough, and I haven't like looked at the names of the Pokemon enough. So a bunch more. This is just more like specific cards that I purchased. Bought a whole bunch. These are also like meant to be graded probably. Bought a whole bunch of the new Pikachu. This comes from a little deck box, so I think this is a unique art for the Pikachu. This one I think is from like a promotional pack where you could get like older playable cards. So I bought a few of the Mews. I really like them. They look really nice with the leaf background on it. From the XY set, we have one of the new promos, the Arcanine. Arcanine, always very popular. Like I'm always skeptical of like buying and grading some of them, but they always seem to sell quite quickly. Bought a whole bunch of the. Okay, now I'm also blanking on this one. Koraidon, and what is the other one? This is not Koraidon, this is the... Man, I'm blanking on names so much today. But this one I do know, it's Salamence. And yeah, I bought a whole bunch of those. These were like really cheap, like 50 cents each, so I figured it's a pretty cool artwork. I don't think S3 was printed too much, and like this is not a speculation or something, but I think that over the next few years I'll probably sell out of these. And yeah, so I figured I'd just pick up a few Salamence. Even though it's not a super popular Pokemon, it's a pretty cool one. Okay. Here we have some Gengars. I think I bought 20 in total. Yeah, the character rares. I think this is still... Yeah, it's still a character rare. There's also trainers on them, so I think that's what constitutes the character rares. They've been doing very well, selling like the raw and ungraded ones, and I didn't have any of the Gengar left. And I don't think I've ever bought like a lot of them, but yeah, they've been selling quite well, and I've had questions about if I have more available or will get more available, so I figured I'd pick up a few more. And here we have the Mew. This is the art rare alternate, whatever. Again, really nice cards. So yeah, I've pretty much, I think I've had like 5 graded copies. I've already sold out. So yeah, these are a bit stuck together, but I think I've bought like 10 of the Mew. Then here we have the Magikarp, so I bought 10 more of the Magikarps as well. And yeah, I plan to just grade some of those, sell some of them raw, and yeah, just have some supply because I already sold out of those as well. I didn't have any of the Magikarps back yet from grading, but I probably will in like a few months, and I hope they do as well as the Mew. Here we have the Tyranitar. This is one of the newer sets from the SV2D. I'm not really sure if that's Clayburst or the other one, but yeah, really cool. We have the Staraptors in the back, and yeah, the Tyranitar just looking really, yeah, just like Tyranitar is supposed to look, very scary. So yeah, very cool card. And yeah, I figured I'd just pick up a few of those for the store as well. Bought some of these promos from the, I think this is from like the Paradigm Trigger set. They are kind of like promotional Lugias. Yeah, they're pretty cool. So I figured for the price that I'm paying for them, they're not super expensive. You get the V-Star with the cool stamp on it. So yeah, I figured those were like an okay pickup. Bought two of the Galarian Ultras. Just thought this was a pretty cool artwork. And yeah, I had one like alternate art at some point, which I was gonna try and like buy one, sell one, buy more, buy and sell, and buy more and sell. When I sold it, I don't think I needed the money for something else, and then they went up in price to a point where I wasn't really that interested in buying more. So yeah, that happens sometimes where I feel like, okay, well, I'll just like keep revolving door buying and selling them. But yeah, I ended up without any, so I figured I'd at least purchase some of the full arts because I think they're really cool. These are also just really cool. I really like the holo, and I think these are only like I bought them for maybe $10 each. Not really sure, but it's such a cool looking holo. And like I don't do any speculation or whatever, but I just for the price that seemed pretty cheap. So I figured I'd pick some up, and yeah. So we have more of the the S12A, the V-Star Universe. Some of the Suicune. I think I bought 10 Suicune, and I bought 10 of the Entei, and then there's another stack here. I think this is the last stack of this video. So some more of the Enteis, and some more of the Raikou. So about 10 more of each, to probably just have some available for raw to sell as raw cards, and also have some like to submit for grading again, because I'm also selling out of those quite quickly. Bought a whole bunch more of the Darkrai, and yeah, that's pretty much just gonna be a whole bunch more of the V-Star Universe cards. They've been very popular, and I think right now they are generally quite affordable. I'm never gonna say that the card is cheap, because maybe next month they're gonna be half the price, but I don't think so. I think they're pretty well priced, and probably like if you're gonna collect the sets, maybe this is a time to at least look at them and consider if the price of the cards are worth it. And yeah, I really like this. Is probably my favorite card from the set. Like it is so nice with all the clouds, and yeah, just the texture on it is great. So really happy to pick some of those up more. And yeah, been a pretty nice purchase video. I think I did pretty well with the total money I spent on everything, and yeah, I've been quite excited to get this package in, and hopefully soon I'll get some more stuff. But for now, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.